Hello YouTube, welcome back to another review on Anthony's Car Reviews. Today with me I have the 2026 Toyota Camry LE. What we'll do in this video is do a wraparound on the exterior, go over performance numbers, check out the interior, and wrap up the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, coming up to the front, greeted by the Toyota logo there. And coming on down, we have wraparound grille on the bottom. You are going to be getting your LED headlights, which do come with automatic high beams. Now this color that you see here is called Midnight Black Metallic. Coming to the tires, you are getting Goodyear Assurance Range Max tires. These are going to be 205/65 R16s. Coming around the side, you get LED turn signal indicators on the mirrors. Wrapping your way around, you do get Toyota Camry LE badges with an HEV badge, which stands for Hybrid Electric Vehicle. You get a rear backup camera located right there. And you are going to get your defrost on the back window along with the windshield. So let's go ahead and pop open the hood and talk performance numbers. Alrighty, underneath the hood of this 2026 Toyota Camry LE is going to be a 2.5 liter hybrid 4-cylinder producing 225 horsepower, 163 pound-feet of torque. This is front wheel drive connected to the front wheels. MPGs for this car are going to be 53 on the city, 49 highway, 51 combined. This is going to be a really efficient car if you treat it right with all the maintenance. This is absolutely 100% reliability. This is a great first car for anybody. And by the way, this hood is being held with a prop rod. And then you have all your stickers there, all the important information that you need to know about this engine. So let me go ahead, close up the hood, and I'll go ahead and get inside. I can see you there. Alrighty, heading into the inside of this 2026 Toyota Camry, let me go ahead and show you the key fob real quick. You do get lock, unlock, a trunk hold, and panic with the Toyota logo down there. Flip it on the back, it does spell out Camry. Climbing on inside. And then coming to the door panels here, you got an aluminum door panel there. You have your power windows, power locks, power mirrors. You do get cloth seats all around for being an LE model. Climbing on in, closing the door. Very nice door thud sound. Looking around, you see those cloth seats, which are in great condition. To go ahead and start the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and put the key, let's just say, in the cup holder for now. Foot on the brake and press the power button. And just like that, the vehicle is powered on. If you have noticed, since this is a hybrid, it doesn't come with a loud engine when on startup because it starts in the EV mode. As you can tell on the gauge there, it does say EV. Alrighty, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and turn on one of these lights. They are LED. On the driver's side of where the foot pedal is, you do get automatic high beams, which you can turn on or off. You have a traction control off button. The button next to it is to adjust the instrumentation display for the how bright or how dim you want it. You have a dead button next to it. Then you have your trunk release and your fuel cap release, which I will go over once we head towards the back of the vehicle. Coming to the steering wheel, it is a urethane wrapped steering wheel, no leather or any kind of fancy material on it. On the left, this is going to be your back button for the display up there, which we will go over in just a few seconds. Pretty much all your controls are there for audio. And on the right, this is going to be for all your adaptive cruise control modes and all that. Left side of the steering wheel, turn signal, headlights, auto high beams, and your wipers. And then, like I said, here is our power on button. And then here is going to be Toyota's infotainment system. Let's see if I can go ahead and turn off the light just so it's not as blurry. Let's see, give me 1 second. There we go, that should be better. All right, so this is what you're gonna get on Toyota Camry LE for 2026. It's gonna be a smaller infotainment screen, and as you work your way up the trim levels, you can get bigger touchscreens up to 12.3 inches in display. So clicking here, this would be where your navigation system is. Of course, you would have to have a subscription for that. This is going to be for your audio sources. We can search on. All right, that was my mistake. That's actually going to be your it's kind of like a Siri for Toyota, but for the car. You can click on sources here. You have your sources there. You can even have Apple Music. You have Amazon Music. You can manage your Bluetooth devices there. You can also enable audio. There we go. Turning that off for copyright reasons. But you have all your radio stations, FM, AM. You do get Sirius XM, so you can just go through the list there. If I click on FM radio, you can see all the stations available. But that's pretty much where you find your music, do your Bluetooth, and all that. Clicking here, you can connect your Bluetooth device if you would like. Vehicle, so you can go over from things like climate, trip info, vehicle alerts. You can change the climate controls there. If you click on trip info, you can see your average speed, mileage to empty, trip duration, vehicle alerts. So far, it has none because there's nothing wrong with the vehicle. It is Toyota after all. And then here, settings. You can change different profiles and change all the other stuff that you want to change. Let's go ahead and turn on that light. Here's the light switches, by the way. All right, coming down here, you do get dual zone automatic climate control on a base model. That's excellent. Especially out here in the Florida sun, climate can be different, let's just say. You got your hazards button down there, 2 air vents. You do get wireless charging, 2 USB-Cs, along with a USB-A port, 2 cup holders. This is going to control your electronic CVT. You do get 3 drive modes here, technically 4, Eco, Normal, Sport, and an EV mode. EV mode is on by default when every cycle. You do get a parking brake hold, and you have your electronic parking brake. If I go ahead and put this into reverse, and I'm not sure if the phone will pick up the sound, but every time you put it in reverse, you do get a hybrid sound out of it. But that is DOT regulated, just so you don't get run over and you don't get surprised. But here's the backup camera. You can change the different views. This one is right now in like a warped 180, or you can have it close up and you can change the different guidance lines with that button. Putting it back into park will automatically put the parking brake on for you, so you don't forget. You do get your manually dimming rear view mirror. Here's your little vanity. This thing does pop out. And then you have a little extension there. This is gonna be for your map lights. You do get SOS as part of Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. Let's come back to here and show off the display using these buttons here, the 4-way D-pad. Right now it is shown for audio. We can go ahead and see our adaptive cruise mode, a digital compass. We can see our fuel economy stats, an eco score, and an EV drive ratio. Coming back down, there's your audio again. You have your drive info, so you can see distance and total time, distance and average speed. You got more drive info. That's for your trip A, trip B info. You got an energy monitor, and you can see tire pressure. Moving down, this is going to be your settings for your lane departure alert system, your blind spot monitoring, your pre-collision system, pedestrian detection alert, and your rear cross traffic alert. We also have a safe exit assist, road sign assist. You can change vehicle settings and meter settings. Let's see, what is meter settings? You gotta click and hold to put OK. So we can change the meter style. So you can have smart, which is, I guess, is what it's in now. We have casual, not too bad. And then we have sporty, not too bad. We'll go ahead and stick it in smart mode. Go ahead and clicking the back button. So those are all the settings you could change. And then you have messages on there. As you can see, we have outside temperature. We are in EV mode. You have a ready light because the car is ready. You got an odometer, current time, fuel gauge, coolant gauge, all digital. Coming around here, let's see, you do get a glove box. It does have some stuff in it. Closing that up. And then coming here, center console, which does have a 12 volt and some nice space down there. So that's going to wrap up the front of this 2026 Toyota Camry LE. Let's go ahead, go into the rear seats, and I'll show you what Toyota has to offer for this Camry. Alrighty guys, heading into the back seat of this 2026 Toyota Camry LE. Same material as before. Climbing on in. Now, if you haven't known already, this Camry is a mid-size SUV. So this is slightly bigger than all the other sedans you normally see out on the road. I go ahead and left the light on there just so you can see a little bit more. So I have the driver's seat positioned to where I would sit. I still have plenty of knee room, plenty of headroom. I probably have about 2 or 3 inches left before I hit the ceiling there. This is all like a, it's not piano black, it's kind of like a hard plastic. But materials all around are pretty much the same. You do get a center armrest, 2 cup holders. Coming down here, you do get 2 air vents. And let's see, I believe, yes. And then you do get connectivity down there. I believe they are 2 USB-Cs. No map pocket behind the driver's seat. But if we do go to the passenger seat, you do get one. You can put plenty of stuff in there. Pretty basic rear seat for a mid-size SUV. Let's go ahead. Let's open the trunk and let's see what we have to show you there. Alrighty guys, heading into the back. Before I show you, here's our fuel tank, our fuel cap. This holds 13 gallons of regular unleaded fuel. Close that up. And then coming to the actual trunk, there are 3 ways you can open. You have, there are 3 ways to open this, using a key, a button on the inside, or the physical button underneath. We'll go ahead and use the button, which we use right here. Just click hold. Opens in a quick fashion. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see much, but right here is gonna be your tabs to fold down the rear seats. You get one for either side. And it's pretty spacious back here. So you can definitely put all your luggage if you need to, all your groceries. Let's see, this open, it does. This is a protective mat, and then if we lift that up, so there's all your jack for a spare. Do we get a spare? Let's find out. And we do. You do get a spare tire for this Toyota Camry. Dropping that and putting this back. Make sure it's nice and presentable. And then you do have an emergency release hatch there. Closing this. And that is going to wrap up the review on this 2026 Toyota Camry LE. If you liked what you see, make sure you go ahead and click the like button, subscribe button if you want to see more. And before I actually wrap up the video, I do want to show you guys something. Just want to show you guys what the headlights are like. So there's your LED headlights. They are automatic, so that means you also get adaptive LED high beams there. And then you do get Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. Working our way around. There's the back. Very nice. This is a really great car for anyone. It's very efficient, very reliable. So like I said, that's gonna wrap up the video. If you wanna see more like this, click the like button and the subscribe button. Make sure notifications are on just so you know when I post. Make sure you follow the Instagram, Anthony's Car Reviews. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one.